Welcome to EVE Online and Major Freak. So, the workaround for the whiteout when you've jumped into a system and the Stargate's orientation, that's how it happens when you're in orbit camera, decides to point you straight up and you can't see the system you're in and you can barely see the route numbers and you can hardly see anything else, and it's it's kind of really annoying. And for almost 2 decades, just grinned and bared it. But yeah, there's a workaround, and it's actually quite cool. The side effects are really neat. So while I travel, scouting my fobs, I get my guys into this. It's really cool because, when you turn, you're on the horizontal plane, obviously, and most of the time, and you can see, whipping past planets, and it's kind of a cool cinematic effect. And while I was doing this, I was like, hey, let's get back to normal. So I did, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. It doesn't, but misconception. But I was like, wait, by doing those two keys, I'll be able to snap myself out of the whiteout. Okay, that's a workaround. It'll take 2 clicks. That's kind of annoying. What if I make it hotkey? And I haven't been using the page up and page down anymore. I used to before they fixed the inventory problem when you clone jump. I used to have page up as character and page down as inventory. It was handy. It was great. I could just easily do it. It was no problem. Now they fixed it. It's a bigger hassle, and using those keys won't help. It's just screwed up. So it's ironic that when you clone jump and you get a double, you'll notice it sometimes. Sometimes you get a double corporate window and it closes one of them. It's like, why can't they? Anyways, sleeping dogs lie. They might just decide to rip the entire code out or fix it even better. Yeah. So I recently had it mapped to character sheet and skills because let's go. Okay, they have the new skill plans. Let's remap it to that. Never use them. So they're there. So I was like, wait a minute, why don't you just remap that to page up and that to page down? And I'm like, oh, cool. Right, easy enough. So it's in navigation and first person camera. It's kind of it's I know, right? So yeah, just be aware that they're flipped. So when you first do it, you're like, I screwed up. No, it's just because this is flipped. So page up, page down, and you'll have it just in the same order that this is. I usually just click that. I think it's default. it's still default. Yeah. But yeah, but I found that playing around with it, that when you're staring up, and I hit, I remapped it by accident and hit the page page down, thinking I'd be switching into first person, and then I hit the page up. So it was the page down was actually remapped because I didn't look closely enough on the hotkey list that it was orbit camera. And then I went like that and was like, wait, what just happened? So I was like, wait a minute. And I checked, and sure enough, it screwed up. But by doing that, I realized by just hitting one button, yeah, and even neater, it does the same thing as, when you're tracking something, like say I'm totally not paying attention to my fleet. it's just the easiest fob ever. Yeah, it's like, so normally, you'll be having fun doing cinematics by tracking another thing and having fun. But if you track the same thing you're looking at, it goes like this, right? And that is the effect of what happens when you click well, when you click this, it will do the same thing. So if you turn, it's going to follow you, which is really bizarre because I don't think, well, I'm assuming just because I don't notice it, other people don't, because we're just, you know, we're just playing. We don't, when you go first person camera, we usually, if we're doing that, we're just tracking things and, you know, that kind of thing. This is, this offset is because, just in case you don't know, is this. Click that, it's going to be, hey, I can see through my, it's really annoying. So I've never liked it. So yeah, the only annoying thing is that when you undock, it traps you in this weird cinematic. It's not really, you can break out of it, but it's kind of annoying. You can't track things, you can't, it's kind of weird. I think it lasts for the entire invulnerability thing, I think. But whatever. That's just a side note. Anyways, so yeah, one-click fix. Ta-da! Dun, da-da. It's pretty cool. And it's handy. I've got these guys on it too, so I don't have to. When I approach, well, it's handy. But when I approach the, sorry, my brain's not working. When I approach the fob, while I'm aligning to warp in, it will turn my camera towards it, and my teammates who are going to anchor up are going to alter their view, and it's kind of handy. It does individualize my views. It totally helps when you're multi-boxing, so it's kind of neat. Yeah, but that's that. Oh, crap. I might want to get my pod out of there because it, what the hell? What the hell was that? That looked big. Was it the pod just flying by my camera? It could have been. It was like, was that another player? It's tricky. Anyways. So, yeah, what other hijinks can you do with the camera? Well, I think I covered most of them. But yeah, I mean, this is a really cool thing. I like it a lot. I might even do it for when I'm scouting. Just click that and leave it alone. And I won't be stuck in here. I'll be here and I'll be able to view my, which is really handy when you're scouting. It's really handy to be able to see your ship cloaked. So this way, when I'm doing this, it'll not only trap it to the horizontal, escaping most of the whiteout all the entire time, but I'll be able to see my cloak when I'm not moving, so I can hit the next, you know, a warp to when I'm scouting, right? So this, you can't see your ship's cloak, whether you're in system or ready to warp again, right? It's handy, especially when you're multi-boxing. So yeah, I might want to deal with that. I'm almost dead. I mean, the fob's almost dead. Out here, board ship. Yeah, you won't get the fob reward if you're in a pod or corvette or pod, corvette, or cloaked if you're cloaked. God, brain's not working today. Come on. Yeah, this is an ancient laptop. It's so slow. Alright, that should do it. Anyways, alright, wasted your guys' time enough. I think I'll leave you guys alone. Bye.